Hello everyone, welcome to avijitp-tech. Today I will be starting a new tutorial series in JavaScript. The entire course will comprise of the learning from beginner to advanced level. In today's episode, I will be giving an introduction to JavaScript, why should we learn JavaScript, functionalities of JavaScript, etc. So without wasting time, let's start. First, the question is, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a versatile programming language. So what is a programming language? It's just a language that computers can understand. Just like we talk in English or Hindi to each other to make a human understand our feelings or our needs and wants, just like that, to make computers work, we need to tell them in their own language. Some of the very common and important languages are like Java, Python, C++, etc. And just like that, JavaScript is also a language. Now comes the core technology of the web alongside HTML and CSS. So JavaScript is the heart of web designing or web pages along with HTML. In earlier days, web page used to be only built up with HTML, but nowadays without JavaScript we cannot build a good website. It is used for interactive websites, mobile applications, of course, mobile application, games and server-side programming. So one who is aiming to be a app designer, mobile app designer, a game designer, he needs to have knowledge in JavaScript along with some other languages. Who should learn JavaScript? Beginners, as I told before, beginners who are interested in web designing, who want to have interactive elements to their projects, backend developers expanding their skill set with Node.js, I will explain it later, aspiring game developers and hobbyists. So nowadays JavaScript has become the integral part of websites, even if it is a WordPress. Even if you are aiming to design a WordPress website, then also you have to have knowledge of JavaScript to make it more functional. Value and future of JavaScript. Of course, there is a high demand for JavaScript developers till now, and the demand will be increasing more and more. If I do a simple Google search like demand for JavaScript developers in 2025, the searches coming are, according to current trends, the demand for JavaScript developers in 2025 is expected to remain very high. Is JavaScript in demand in 2025? JavaScript falls into the top 10 programming languages. So if you are aiming for a good career, so JavaScript can be the answer. Backbone, this JavaScript is the backbone of modern web and app development. Continuous growth and innovation in frameworks and libraries. So JavaScript is not going to fade out easily, rather it is going to expand. So safely you can learn JavaScript and advance in your career. Now comes the application of JavaScript. As I have said before, JavaScript finds its main application in dynamic websites. I will show you the difference between a static and a dynamic website where JavaScript is used. So this is a static website where you can easily see that it's very flat and there is nothing movement or any colorful activities going on in this web page. It's just giving some information And now I will show you a web page with JavaScript. See, this is my own website. So here, these animations are done with JavaScript. All these, the video galleries and everything, whenever I am hovering the cursor, it's changing. So all these things are made in JavaScript. This button, when I am pressing it, is going at the top and I'm making a smooth motion. This is also made in JavaScript. Now comes a very pertinent question that many of us has in their mind. Is AI going to ruin JavaScript jobs? Absolutely no. I can give an example. If a few decades back, about 40 to 50 years ago, when computer came, many of us thought that computers will be eating away the jobs of normal people, and many of us, and many means I was not there, but I have learnt from my parents and my seniors that they used to be afraid that computer will ruin their jobs. Many of them will be rendered jobless. The reality is something different. Computer science, the advent of computer, has increased the number of jobs. You can easily say that the number of jobs in computer science, computer sector, is much more than all the sectors put together. AI tools assist developers but can't replace creativity and problem solving. Developers' understanding of the project requirements and user behavior is irreplaceable. AI cannot think of its own. Some human being has to make it do the work. So even if there is no one to understand the project requirement, to understand the requirement of the client, to meet the client face to face, so the project cannot be done well. It's only a human who can put to use the AI to make the development much more easier. So in one words, it can be said that AI is an ally. It is going to support you and not going to harm you. Now let us see the console in browsers. Again, I am going to a website. I am going to my website. And if I go to more tools and this developer tools, I will find this console here. If I go to elements, see my entire code can be seen, and in the code you can find that these are the JavaScript codes that are used in the website. These are the JavaScript codes, right? If I go to a new tab, I will again go to the developer options. I will go to the developer options. Also, you can just click F12. So F12 is also the shortcut to bring you to the console. I can click console, or there is another shortcut. I will just right click and I will click on inspect. The console has come up. I can go here. This is the console. I will write a very short, this is the most basic, console.log hello and semicolon. If I write enter, press enter, it prints this is the syntax to print any text or anything. So I have instructed the computer to print this word hello, so it has printed it. We will start this coding from the. Now let's study about IDE. The full form of IDE is Integrated development environment. Development environment. Just like we have to write something to make any calculations or anything at our home for our work, we use a notepad or a diary, or in computer to write something we use notepad or Microsoft Word. In the same way, to write programming language and to test it and to run it, we use a IDE. Popular IDEs in case of JavaScript are Visual Studio Code, WebStorm, Sublime Text, etc. Now Visual Studio Code is a very popular and the best, according to me, is the best IDE, because along with JavaScript it also supports other languages, and if you are planning to go learn other languages like Python or Java, then you can use this also. Features like syntax highlighting, debugging and extensions. And there are two types of IDEs. One can be offline, which you can have on your desktop. You have to install it just like Visual Studio Code, and another is the online. I will just show you the interface. This is the website for the Visual Studio Code. We have to download it and install it. In the next session or in the next episode, I will install it and show how to install it on your computer so that you can use. And the offline mode is, the online mode is the Replit. There are other things also, other like CodePen, but according to me, if you want to go with the online IDE, so this is the best. And this is, I cannot tell it is completely free, but the package that they are giving for the starters, that is enough for a learning. If you are a seasoned developer, then you might have to buy a package, a paid version, but for learning purpose, the free version is more than enough. The offline are Visual Studio Code, Atom, and this is the Replit. Now I will just tell you how this tutorial series will help you. I will give you hands-on projects. There will be regular question and answers. I will give like questions to solve. If you are willing to learn, then you can solve the questions and answers and also send it to me or share it in the comments. If you have any doubts or any questions to ask, you can of course send it in the comment. I will be more than happy to reply. The entire series will be from basic to advanced concepts. I will start with writing the first code from the next episode. First I will be installing the IDEs. I will show you the offline as well as the online IDE and how to use it, and then we will be starting with the writing the first code. And for then so meet you in the next class, and please subscribe to my channel to give me motivation. Thank you.